Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Hey, welcome to my show. Welcome to my vlog and channel. It is called WEML-TV Channel 77, in which there's Ordinary and then there is me. How's it going, everyone? Now, before I get going to talk about what I need to talk about today, which is the impact tonight, which is the, by the way, it's August 26th, 2021, 10:05 p.m. Before I get going, I want to address what happened tonight at the Rant and Rave podcast towards the end. My internet went out on me again. This is like the third or fourth time this has happened. Possibly the third, fourth time. And I feel so bad, and I've been very, very angry about this. It is not my family's fault. I don't blame my family. It's nobody's fault. I don't know why people are apologizing to me. It's not even my fault. It's the joke of the internet provider, or is it the weather? I really don't know. But I do apologize if I try to come back in and out of the Rant and Rave podcast during the final minutes of the show. I have been frustrated and angry at this, and I do apologize if I came off. I'm glad I'm glad that I was muted and I was really angry, so I do apologize to Brandon Martin, Jordan Little, Michael Mabardier, and Yurio Arbara. I know this is not my fault, and it's nobody else's fault. But it seems to me, I don't know why this keeps doing it during the podcast of the Rant and Rave. And it makes me feel like I'm being rude to my friends when I know I'm actually was not. And I do apologize for that. And I do apologize for being upset on Facebook about it, but I tried to be as calm as I can, and I was getting sick of it, and I was planning on, just shutting down for the night, and the shutting down for the night, and turn in and not do this video. But thanks to my sister Jewel, the internet's back on. I hope so. And she says you're welcome. I said I hope so. I'm just real upset, and I'm really angry that this happened to me during the podcast, and I felt like it was like being rude. I thought it was rude. I was being rude on my part. It made me feel like I was being rude to everybody out there. So to all the viewers who have been listening on the podcast, I do apologize. And I do feel rotten and bad about it. I don't know what the heck is going on. The extreme heat is really the extreme heat that has gotten to the internet, exploding sun. It says it messes around with satellites and all that. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I'm hoping that hopefully it's like the third or fourth time this has happened. I'm just wish it would stop so I can at least go through a podcast with an episode without internet interruptions. That's why it frustrates me to the point. So I know a lot of people don't want me to be mad and all that. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just frustrated this whole stupid thing is happening, And I felt like, I am frustrated. I've been frustrated. I've been angry. So I do apologize. So now I'm hoping to upload this episode so I can get to bed and make everything okay. By the way, this is episode 506, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, episode 506. And we're going to talk about Impact. The Impact Event Center that it just happened. It just happened. It started off with a great matchup, Chris Sabin versus Sami Callihan. And it was an excellent match. And Chris Sabin did win in the end. Moose came out to attack both Sabin and Callahan, and then Eddie Edwards chases Moose off. And then Gia Miller interviewed Taylor Wilde about the influence. That's a team of Tennille Dashwood, Madison Rain, and Caleb with a K, and how she's going to get him. Then Gia Miller also then came back to interview, from the commercial break, to interview Eddie Edwards. Callahan interrupts him. Eddie Edwards says, "We're not friends. We're not this and that. No hug." Callahan was being cynical, being sarcastic about it. Mickie James comes into the Impact Zone and addresses the fans there, and talks about Empower, where Deonna Purrazzo will be defending the Knockouts Championship against Melina. And then as Mickie James was talking, Deonna Purrazzo and Matthew Raywall interrupt Mickie James. Purrazzo was being paranoid that Mickie James was against Deonna and all that, disrespecting Deonna Purrazzo. Well, Mickie James was addressing the fact that she has Gail, Kim, Jazz, and Medusa as part of her committee. And then Deonna Purrazzo then finally snapped and attacked Mickie James, as Matthew Raywall was encouraging her, Deonna, to keep attacking Mickie. Trey Miguel got involved. Miguel got outside the ring. But then Deonna Purrazzo kept on attacking Mickie. Then Melina came to Mickie's aid. And Melina Mickie James considered Melina one of her closest, dearest friends. And then Brian Myers did a stupid presentation, How to Be a Professional Wrestler with Sam Beal, which is stupid and idiotic. David Finlay went one-on-one with Chris Bay, and after some underhanded tactics, Chris Bay did beat David Finlay one-on-one. Then Gia Miller interviewed Josh Alexander and had this great idea of issuing open challenge to any former X Division champion next week. So that'll be very interesting, to say the least, to try and defeat him and get a shot at the X Division title. And Christian Cage came in, addressing the Impact Zone, how much of an impact, he's very thankful for the fans and all that. Tommy Dreamer comes out, gives him respect and props, and say that he is a great representative of the Impact Wrestling title, even though he works for AEW. But then Ace Austin and Madman Fulton interrupt them. And then all four-man brawl, which Dreamer and Cage stood tall. And VBD addresses the emergence of what happened, and Eric Young scolds Rhino, blaming him for the tag team title loss, even though the Good Brothers did retain their tag team titles to begin with. And Legendary Dragon 90 decided, my buddy called me Tech Guy, said something funny. So anyways, it was a joke. Anyways, where was I? So Ace Austin decided to talk to Scott D'Amore, and D'Amore says, okay, you want a match? How about you next week versus Dreamer? If Dreamer beats you, he'll be added to the match as a triple threat. So, and then Taylor Wilde went, went on a 3-on-1 handicap match against the Influence, and the Influence won the match. So they did a post-match attack on Taylor Wilde to try to humiliate her even further. Then Rachel Ellering and Jordan Grace came to her aid, to find out there'll be a six-person tag next week on Impact. And then Gia Miller decided to interview Brandy Loren about her match with Melina last week, and Brandy Loren was about to talk about how Melina is tough and Deonna Purrazzo's got her work cut out for her. But then the whole interview segment went dark. Su Yung all over the screen. Kimberly approached, starts laughing, and then Gia Miller ran one way, and then Brandy Loren tried to run the other way, and then opened the door. There was Su Yung. Kimberly hit the mandible claw on Brandy Loren. I don't know if they're actually gathering souls or gathering an army. So I mean, if we saw Kiera Hogan on AEW, there's a good chance we'll put some obviously Brandy Loren there too. But I don't know if she's going to go there because ex-boyfriend Joey Janela. I heard those two broke up. That's for sure. So it'll be something that, or will Brandy Loren be a new undead bridesmaid? Maybe a knockouts trio, maybe? We'll find out. And then Gia Miller interviewed TJP, and after losing to Steve Macklin, but then P.D. Williams interrupts TJP. He says, hey, I was just trying to help you out. He says, I don't need your help. I got Falaba. Well, Falaba was no way, you know. And I think TJP needs to talk with Falaba, seriously. So, then Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green addressed Rohit Raju and Mahabali Shera and challenged them to a tag team match. Hopefully Chelsea's going to be all right. She's a little bit crazy. I can admit that. And then Gia Miller interviewed Tasha Steele and Savannah Evans, saying that Falaba in no way cost them a chance to win the Knockouts tag team titles. The Falaba in no way interrupted them, saying, hey, listen, we'll take care of Crazy Steve and Black Taurus. You guys can take care of Rosemary and Havoc. They said, well, we'll see. So, and then the main event matchup, Willie Mack and Rich Swann versus the Good Brothers. It was a good matchup overall, but Rich Swann, Willie Mack won the match. Then we'll put them in line for the Impact Tag titles, and then the Good Brothers attacked Swann and Mack. They tried to fight. Swann and Mack tried to fight back, but in the end, the Good Brothers put one guy through a table, and the other one got hit with the Magic Killer. So that will lead into AEW Rampage tomorrow night. And also tomorrow night will be SmackDown, indeed. So, that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 506, the Impact Event Center for August 26, 2021. I'll be done here. It's my last video for the night. So that way I'm going to watch this rest of this Red Sox game. But they're going to win anyway, so I'm hoping. They're leading 12-2 right now. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I do apologize once again for what happened at the last minute of Rant and Rave. I hoping that it never happens again, but the internet likes to screw up. I don't know why on Thursdays. It usually happens on Thursday nights. Never happened any other night of the week, you know. I really don't know. I really don't know. It's a mystery. Why Thursday nights? I don't know. Is somebody hacking in my computer? I really don't know. I really do not know. I cannot wish. So, that's it. That's all the time I have on the show, and I will see you in the next episode. Until that next episode comes around, peace, love, and bless out. Have a good night, guys.